Astrology. I'm just going to make sure this goes live before I launch myself into it, because at the moment it says I'm not live, but I do know that it picks up the talking I do before it starts. But apparently now YouTube has recognized that I am live at this very moment, so let's get cracking. It is the longest void of course period for a long time today, and actually right into tomorrow as well. Essentially, right, the moon is in Sagittarius. She has been there since Monday. People get on better, people want to share experience, travel, the mind gets broader, under a Sagittarius moon. Then, of course, yesterday, full moon in Sagittarius, which is a real strong influence there. Of course, the sun shines through us, and it's partly our own light that we see reflected from the moon when she's full. So that was a very strong one. Today, though, things are beginning to calm down, and the actual alignments of everything are really, really quite confusing today. It's just really a day for consolidation, for not doing anything new, maybe for looking back over what's happened in recent times. But if I was you, I'd be doing something completely off the wall, maybe something you weren't even expecting to do, because things are different today. We have the moon void in Sagittarius from 7:25 a.m. UK time. So that is, that's actually late at night Pacific last night, and very, very early in the morning here Eastern time. So that void goes on all the way through until tomorrow, 10:26 a.m. And at 10:26, the moon actually enters Capricorn tomorrow, and things change. Mind you, Saturn and Jupiter are both retrograde in Capricorn, so we might see a bit more change than we expect there. We will have to see, but things will be more formal, a bit stricter. People will be a bit more reserved, a bit more distance. So if you need to get things talked through, this isn't really a bad day for it, I think. Of course, it's a void, and things are so difficult to call it a void, are they not? The moon, anyway, is 99.5% full now, waning, gibbous on her way down. Third quarter comes on the 6th of June 1931 UK time here, so that is in the evening, and that must be, let me see, 11:31 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 a.m. Eastern. And then in the evening here in UK, as I say, and that is she's on her way down, basically, and that is the way the energy goes now. There's less manifestation energy behind us from the moon. Maybe not today, but in the next couple of days, as she really gets stuck into waning down from full. Less energy there behind manifestation means we have to be standing on our own 2 feet. We need to be confident in ourselves, and we need to be confident in our world, and that can be a very, very difficult thing, particularly because right now the sun is square Neptune, making leadership difficult to do and difficult to understand as well. We might see scandals, we might see resignations. Very difficult to call because, of course, it's a void. The moon is square Neptune, so things are confused and uncertain there as well. Things could be a bit highly strung because of that. And again, perceptions are slightly altered. What we think today is all about might turn out not to be the case. Because much is up in the air. Mercury itself is trine Mars. That's not a really kind of unpleasant alignment, but sharp words can happen. Things can move quickly, basically. Some people might be a lot more decisive than we expect as well, just the way it's going. But we do also find solutions to problems coming through. And I'm just going to solve the solution to my throat problem a second. Hang on. Absolutely love Earl Grey tea. There we go. Sorry about the image quality, by the way, folks. I'm sort of working on it, but I'm sort of not getting anywhere. Anyway, Venus and Mars in matters of love, these are so important. Venus, trine Jupiter, confidence, prosperity. Things are moving along quite nicely there. People want to keep moving. Large group celebrations come into play as well, and they tend to be successful. However, Mars is square Jupiter, the gas giant, which is retrograde at the present time. And so Aries, anything to do with the ego needs to be able to be expressed. That could get very tied up. and people could be a bit overconfident and cause problems that way as well. That is the way it goes quite often under that transit. But, you know, things really are very much up in the air. Nothing is what it seems. The main reason I'm bothering to do this today is that I'm trying to do these every single day. But there really isn't a lot I can promise you about today. Apart from one thing, right? Whatever the astrology says, whatever anyone else says, we have our lives, we have this world, and we can and we will make the best of it. So keep your chin up, whatever you do. Spaceweather.com. Solar wind speed 371.5, that is right down. Proton density 3.5, that also is right down. There's only one sunspot left on the face of the sun now, number 2712. It is growing quite quickly. It is beginning to crackle, and it is showing us C-class solar flares, which no one thought it would a few days ago. So there you go. That keeps things moving and changing, does it not? Quite a strong possibility of geomagnetic storms tomorrow. No, day after tomorrow, I'm sorry, June the 1st, because then a solar wind stream is going to hit Earth's magnetic field, probably in the G1 class area, I would think. Nothing too big, but we certainly will notice them. Also, today is the beginning of the noctilucent cloud season, when people can see these things in the sky. And NASA's Aeronomy of Ice in the Mesosphere, that's AIM spacecraft, has spotted the first of these of the 2018 season. Sort of electric blue puffs these are. And you kind of see them up in the sky behind. It's almost like a backlit sky. Difficult for me to describe because I've never seen them in real life. I've only seen pictures. But if you're a sky watcher, that is going to be happening. And that proves that no matter how much we've got retrogrades, we've got void of course, we wonder about this and we wonder about that, it all comes down to the physical reality that we do live on a beautiful planet. It doesn't always feel beautiful, but it's set in a beautiful universe, and we can draw down what we need. That's my take on it anyway, and that is what keeps me vaguely cheerful. Okay, well, that's just about it for today, folks. Thanks again for watching. Hope I can get slightly better image quality than this. This is a bit really, isn't it? Never mind. Have a good day. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.